if you talk about your training regime, like, can you give us some understanding?
We saw some pictures on Instagram.
You're posting something, some exercise, some videos, but you train in a gym every day, 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
I've got
practice.
I've got a small gym in the basement of my home, so I train by myself, and which is tough because you don't have someone spotting you, so it makes it really tough to do some of those max effort lifts on your own. But I read Louis Simmons' book from Westside Barbell, and I tried to draw inspiration from his structure of the workouts. So you've got a max effort session once a week and a speed day once a week and all that kind of stuff, right?
I saw from that, and I made calculations that it's from.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the basis, it's the foundation of my workout methods. But
speed day and max effort.
Max effort. Yeah. And right now I have 2 max effort days and 2 speed days. I have a push max effort day and a pull max effort day, and the same for speed days. And I follow those days up with just conditioning, whether it be more focus on hand and wrist or whatever, just conditioning the muscles around the big muscle group which I've used to max effort. And I felt like that style of training for me at this age, at this point in my career, allows me to get up the next morning and train again if I want to. I'm recovering from those types of sessions. Whereas back in 2012, 13, and 14, I was in the gym 3-hour sessions sometimes, 4 or 5 days a week, which is, I can't do that anymore. I have a 2-year-old daughter.
Everything was max effort, basically.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Your 1 rep max effort still goes up?
So when I have a program set up, like I had a 9-week program.
But you do 1 rep max for specific exercise or basically?
I'm rotating. So I've got, I would say some are conventional, some are specific to arm wrestling. But I've chosen like 5 different exercises, and I don't want to do any more than 5. And I rotate 1 out each week. So at week 5, I'm starting back over on that workout. And for this, I had a 9-week program since the Wilmot match to today, and I peaked every single max effort. I peaked. So I mean, I feel good. I feel strong now. I'm not dropping 20 pounds to make 75 kilos.
And you came prepared.
I just walk around at 75 kilos. So I'm excited to test myself against some of the best in Europe, the best in the world.
So you could say you are as strong as Geoff Hale has.
I feel like I am. I mean, I think
strong as you have ever been.
I think in 2014 I was bigger. I had 17.25-inch biceps. I had big biceps. I had more mass on me. But I feel like my lean muscle mass today is more than it was then. I feel good.
Table practices?
Table practices, yeah. I table train with the guys out in Oklahoma, obviously. I really wanted to travel a little bit further outside of my state to grip more hands in different arms. And I got to go visit the guys in Kansas City one time, but I think that's where I need the most help, is other really experienced guys. Like your team, I'm so jealous of Team Legacy. I am so jealous.
I have said
see all these guys
before that arm wrestling is indoor sport, but without good team.
Without good team, and I have a really good mentor and training partner, but unfortunately he's got 5 kids and he's not available to be on the table with me. I got on the table one time in the 9 weeks I had training for this. That's it, and that's really tough to have. To not have those guys that you depend on a weekly basis or on a daily basis for you guys in the gym. I mean, you guys got a sick team. I'm impressed.
We sometimes have really, I like those, I call them awesome arm wrestling practices, that where the best guys show up and it's just crazy going on everywhere. Everyone leaves me and Jan is sitting in for an hour more. We created that environment. It's a slow job, but we created that environment so that we can basically, everyone is making everyone work harder. So.
I had a question for you guys. How are you finding athletes to come and commit to arm wrestling? Because I feel like that's the most difficult thing, is to find young guys that aren't interested in football or whatever, of the bigger mainstream sports. How are you getting them to come into your gym and participate?
It's like we have one good athlete each year, not more, coming out and joining the teams or preparing for a big tournament, something like that. We don't have that much of new guys, but the guys that are in, that they're staying for longer, and we're just trying to push them. Because it's back 5 years ago, it was you, Raymond's, Jean, and Norman's. It was 4 people. It was one super strong combination, so we had to bring new guys. But it's really hard. Of course, if someone has those gifts, you want to hold them on. You want to, because if you don't have the gift, you will not accelerate yourself in the sport very fast. And the longer the road is, the more you tired get.
Yeah.
You get tired and you just leave.
I feel like arm wrestling is just a long road in general. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Some are blessed with super good genetics, super good table knowledge, things like that, and they just like
Pick it up real fast.
Yeah, super fast. We're jealous of them. How long it was for you to win first world title?
10 years of competing
10 years of competing.
in a world level.
Yeah, and everyone
At
thinks
world
like
level.
Giannis,
so it's
Giannis came and straight away
No,
he
it
was the best.
was I think I won my first medal in European or World Championship. 10 years of practicing arm wrestling, and I won my first world title. 10 years of competing in World Championships.
Okay.
So
Well, see,
it's not so.
my world level experience
Yeah.
starts 2010.
So yeah, 2013 was the first time.
Yeah, first time.
WAF, so 2023.
yeah.
Just
Well,
do the math.
do the math. I got some more time on my hands then, boys.
But some are like Sasha Andreev. He came in and real fast. He just went up all the classes and good genetics. He knows how to arm wrestle. Good school, good teachers. When you have those things all combined, those people need to stay in the sport. Those
Yeah.
would be the great ones.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to keep people in the sport. Everyone has the life. And arm wrestling is not everything.
Yeah, that's true.
When we will have a match in WAL,
As soon as possible.
Giannis and Geoff Hale.
That's like, yeah, the Jedi versus the Darth Razor. So
After I will win against Sam Harris, maybe I will.
give me another shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not another. When was it?
Well, another shot at the title, I guess. Okay, yeah.
But like, who would you want to pull except Giannis there? Because you can pull Sam
Twice now.
twice. You haven't
Tom?
pulled Kitowski.
You did it.
I pulled Tom.
Tom,
I
you pulled
I
Tom.
pulled Tom last year. Then I pulled
Yeah.
Tom at Arm Wars before I took a
Yeah.
little break from
Yeah.
arm wrestling. Honestly, I wouldn't mind pulling Tony if he could make the weight.
You had a match with Tony in Arm Wars
I had
some
a-
years ago.
2014, I had a match with Tony in Arm Wars. I won left-handed, he won right-handed. And he was bigger than me then, I'm sure he'll be bigger than me now, but I feel like, his style is okay for me. It's not quite the style like Sam's got, or even like you've got, that really causes that separation and pulls me away from the table. And that's the hardest part about WAL is the table. I hate the table. I hate the pads. I hate everything about it. To be honest with you, I hate the rules. I prefer the Mazrico tables and the WAF rules. I mean, I felt like Arm Wars was a really good blend of WAF rules and like freedom arm wrestling, if you will. I mean, the referees. I don't remember the arm wrestlers ever being arguing about what happened on the stage. I remember it flowed really well under those rules and under that umbrella. I don't know why we can't make that happen for WAL. I feel like there's a lot of controversy right now.
From
there
the
shouldn't
rules
be.
and tables. And,
There shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah, it should be. Everything should be clear.
Yeah, Arm Wars, we had no problems like that ever.
And the matches were awesome.
And the matches were great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They were wars. Everyone thinks just on the WAF tables and WAF rules you cannot have wars. They think that.
Yeah.
So like just watch some Zloty tours, watch some vendettas that Paul has made.
Yeah.
Watch some finals.
Yeah.
You can have wars. Of course, if it's somewhat an arm war setup, the elbow moves, then you have running foul.
Yes.
They don't stop the match, so you have to continue. It's more interesting.
Yes.
Of course.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Yeah, question. I just interrupt you. So
Yes. Sure.
who cares?
you're a world champion. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Just it's interesting for me and also maybe for some others. If you could name some top 3 strength feats you have done, and maybe like what's your, I don't know, you are proud
Because
of,
now,
or
now
you're.
it's all the communities.
Everyone
very
like
involved
how
in-
much you can
Yeah,
curl, how much you can press, how much.
some
For example, I don't know. I have done one arm pull-up with some extra dumbbell.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, nothing I've done in the gym is that
I have
impressive.
done some 100-kilo curl.
I mean, the
wrist
most
curl.
I've ever bench pressed is 385 pounds, and I was 165 when I did that.
How much kilos?
It was
is?
not in competition. Divided by 2.2. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
100 is 42 kilos, 300 is 125 4 kilos.
45.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something like 150, 100.
It's a decent amount
Yeah,
for my
it's-
size of body weight.
Yeah. So it's twice your body weight.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Right before the Sam Harris match, I was doing pull-up static holds on my globe with 70 kilos between my waist, which isn't bad.
Static.
Yeah, static. Just go up and static and just hold like that. It was
Yeah.
a big globe, so you got a little bit of the side pressure,
Yeah.
and you got the open hand, and so. But honestly, I've seen guys like there's a guy from Georgia that's done like some crazy what he had like 80 kilo for
So
pull-up reps.
he's in your class.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some insane
Exactly,
lifts.
exactly, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Some insane lifts. I'm going,
Yeah.
and I had to just tell myself, okay, I'm not that strong, but maybe I can manipulate this guy into going
You
to where I
should
want
get
to go.
out of that basement or find a training partner.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So
Someone to push me.
Yeah.
I need some
360.
competition.
Because you want to show up when someone is there.
Yeah.
Geoff, give us one more. It was 360 push.
385 on the push.
Yeah, 70 kilo pull up. Okay.
Yeah.
One more.
Dips. Let's see. Dips. I've done 80 kilos on dips.
Extra. Yeah. Those are good numbers.
So not bad. I mean,
Those are not bad. no.
but nothing that, like I
Yeah,
said,
you're not
nothing.
so you're not so bad.
You're not so weak at all.
I'm not a weak dude. Not a weak dude.
But it's always how you transfer those feats of strength
That's a saying.
to the
That's a
table.
saying.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we,
And I think
we
that's
have
my.
seen so ridiculous lifts where the guys are
Yeah.
just go on table and they're super weak. And you're
Yeah.
like, where is it? Like 100 kilos?
I
there?
know. The translation is a big part of it. I mean, I can pull a lot of weight. My back is very, very strong. But I mean, sometimes I can't get to translate to the table very well. This right here is failing or something like that, and so now it's just not as efficient.
Weakest link takes over.
Yeah.
There's the wrist. And then, but yeah, let's get out of that basement or bring someone there. It's always like create some spots where someone wants to train with you. Because I think you have inspired many people to do the sport, to like they just look at your matches, you're entertaining and you're strong. So I think finding someone just to inspire more and they would push you.
Yeah.
Would not be. If someone's watching, just contact Geoff Hale.
That's right.
He needs to get more weights on the pull-ups. Those are rookie numbers.
Who's strongest U.S. lightweight arm wrestler of all time?
Who's the strongest?
Yeah. Okay.
Best
U.S.
arm-
Best
in your
U.S.
opinion, in your
Yeah,
opinion.
not arm wrestling is not always about
Giannis,
only
you cannot
strongest.
say Giannis.
USA.
USA?
Yes.
Cobra.
Cobra.
I mean, I'm not as familiar with the older guys. Dave Patton was getting out of the sport as I was getting into the sport, so I never got to see him compete. I remember watching some videos on him and stuff, and he looked like a fantastic arm wrestler. Obviously, Alan Fisher has had an amazing career, and he's got more wins on Cobra probably than anybody else does from that generation. But I don't know.
Okay, if Cobra #1, where we see Geoff Hale, like in this top somewhere, like
That story
second,
hasn't been told yet.
sixth.
Yeah.
No, right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think at some point in my career, I can say I'm up there with those guys for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to learn to arm wrestle better. I really think that's my problem. Hand manipulation. Truly understanding hand manipulation. I think I've gone through the majority of my career not truly understanding how to arm wrestle, but arm wrestling so much that I felt how to make the right transition. Right? I felt that before. I do this, but I didn't truly understand why this works versus this. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Understanding how to arm wrestle, I think, has been my biggest weakness. I've always been strong. I've been strong since I got in the sport. It's just understanding how to manipulate your opponent.
Yeah.
Because if I can get in better position than you, I can beat you. I can beat you 6-0. I can beat you 5-0, 3-0, whatever the fucking thing is.
Like you said before, if you don't have sparring partners, it's
hard.
very possible
Very
that you will not get better match technically.
That's why I'm begging you guys to invite me over so I can come train with you guys for
Come to Latvia, no problem. We'll do a training camp. You can stay for a week, no problem.
Or two.
Yeah,
For 2
there we
weeks,
go.
yeah. Latvia is cheap. You can take some time, bring the kids. No
There we
problem.
go.
It's set up next summer.
I have seriously been tempted throughout my career to invite guys like you over, guys like England over, pay for you guys to come and visit me because I desperately wanted to be the best that much. I just either didn't have the guts to call you and say, hey, come visit me, please. I'll pay for everything, or whatever. But you know, I recognize that you have to have good training partners in order to succeed in the sport. It's not just, you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Just it's always for people who are in the sport, they understand, like, look at the Kazakh nation, the craziness that's going on in their gyms. Like, they have 60 guys from one club in one weight class fighting for one spot.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Competition
So,
right there,
so
yeah.
the strongest will rise to the top. And a lot of countries don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. So it's very hard for if you don't have that government support to create those communities.
Yeah.
With very less that we have in Latvia, we can try our best. But again, if you come to Latvia, it's not like we have 20 clubs all around. We have basically 3 clubs, and 2 of them are in the same building.
Yeah.
So it's from outside, I'm like, we need more clubs, but from inside, we're like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're strong. We're good. But yeah, it was awesome talking with you.
Yes.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, and day after that, and we'll watch our matches.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. What I want to say about Geoff is you are one of most interesting arm wrestlers to watch. When you fight, it's really like for me, it's pleasure to watch. It's entertainment. It's show, and I think arm wrestling needs much more arm wrestlers like you who can make.
People stop and watch.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's how arm wrestling gets bigger, and best or strongest, and sometimes who cares. In our society right now, sometimes
we need inspiration.
most popular arm wrestlers are best arm wrestlers. You can ask people around who is best arm wrestler, and they say like Schoolboy, Ryan Bowen.
Yeah.
They're not bad arm wrestlers. They're good arm wrestlers.
Yeah.
But they're far from that.
Yeah,
world.
but so and that's important as well. For a sport to grow, we need the names, and you are a big name in arm wrestling.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Jonas.
Stay on your path. Continue. Stay strong and love arm wrestling.
Woo!